All right. Everyone ready?
Yes.
Okay. Statistically speaking, there is only one person in this room with a healthy diet. National studies done by the Nutritional Journal tells us that less than 20% of Americans have a diet that's considered healthy to U.S. dietary guidelines. That's less than 1 in 5 people. Now, today I'm here to tell you about the nutritional and the lifestyle differences of cooking your meals at home versus eating them out. What just happened?
Come on.
I'm sorry, but everyone started laughing at the screen. I'm just making sure a text message didn't pop up.
That was good.
Can I put on airplane mode?
You're doing really well.
Yeah.
That's okay.
What are you going to do? Start over?
Yeah, I have to. I can't have dirty text messages popping across the screen.
Oh, is that what was happening? I got you, bro.
Alright, so I guess I just have to ride with it anyway.
Oh, on airplane mode, it doesn't connect? Put some of your hair in front. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Alright, guys.
I'm sorry.
Okay, if we can stop all the faces from the crowd.
Sure.
Alright,
Sure.
thank you. Statistically speaking, there is only one person in this room with a healthy diet. National studies, according to the Nutritional Journal, tells us that less than 20% of Americans have a diet that's considered healthy by U.S. dietary guidelines. Now, today I'm here to tell you about the nutritional and the lifestyle differences between cooking your meals at home and eating them out. Now, switching from eating your meals out to cooking at home is a very simple way that you can improve your health, save your money, and save your time. Now, I'm qualified to give you this speech today because not only am I a medical weight loss technician, I am also a certified personal trainer. I have taken many nutrition courses, and I also have a lot of personal experience in this area. Now, first I'm going to go over some nutritional differences between cooking your meals at home and eating out, and then I'm going to go over the lifestyle differences. Now, it is nutritionally beneficial to cook your meals at home versus any diet you could have eating out. For example, the New York Department of Health did a study that shows that 57% of the meals that you're served from a chain restaurant have exceeded your daily amount of fat for a day. Meaning, if you eat one meal a day from a chain restaurant, you can't have any other food that day without exceeding your amount of fat. And those are usually your trans fats. Now, in another study done by Obesity Action Coalition, shows us that portion sizes from restaurants are 2 to 3 times the amount than what is recommended from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Now, that means if you have one meal a day from a restaurant, you have already taken out 1/2 to 2/3 of your allotted food that you can have in the day while still being healthy. It's not just fats that contribute to obesity, but it's also portion sizes. Now, if you're going out to eat at a restaurant, you're going to be very familiar with frozen and reheated foods. A study done by Harvard in their Department of Nutrition showed that when food is frozen, it takes away up to 25% of the vitamin C and the potassium in that food. Now again, when that food is reheated, up to 45% of the B12, the thiamine, and the vitamin C is taken out of that food. Now, chances are when you're going to eat at a restaurant, what you're about to order is already made and is sitting in the freezer, waiting for you to come in and order that food so it can be reheated and put on your plate. Now, knowing what is in your food is also a very important way to stay healthy. When I make barbecue chicken here at home, I take chicken and I take my barbecue sauce and I make my barbecue chicken. I know what's in it. It's chicken and barbecue sauce. Now, when I go out to eat and order barbecue chicken, I don't know how much butter is in there. I don't know how much salt is in there. I don't know what other preservatives the cook put in there. I know that when I cook it at home. For instance, if I set out some watermelon that I cut up, how long do you think it'll take before that watermelon starts to show signs of mold and decay?
My watermelon? 2 days?
It's probably a good guess. 2 days is about right. Now, if we take McDonald's French fries and set them out, how long do you think it'll take for those McDonald's French fries to start to show mold and decay?
A month?
A month is a good guess, but it can take years for McDonald's French fries to show any type of decay. That's what you don't know is in your food. Those are the preservatives we're intaking when we aren't cooking our food and we don't know what's in it. Now that I've gone over some of the nutritional aspects, I want to go over some lifestyle aspects. Now, the lifestyle beneficiaries that you get from cooking your meals at home far outweigh any than eating out. Let's start with money. No matter the cheap restaurant you're eating at, it's still going to be more cost effective you making that same meal at home. For instance, the U.S. Department of Agriculture did a study. An average family of 4, when they go out to eat, spends an average of $70. Now, if they stay home and make that exact same meal, they'll spend an average of $20. That's almost a quarter of the price, just from eating the meal at home. Well, the argument can be made, I don't have time to eat at home. It doesn't benefit me to eat at home when it takes me too much time. I can just take my family to a restaurant, we can eat there, everything will be fine. In fact, that's not true. Studies have shown that Americans spend an average of 20 to 30 minutes to make food for their family. Now, if you compare that to getting everyone in the car, driving to the restaurant, waiting to be waited on by the server, waiting to get your food, waiting for the bill, and driving everyone back home, you would have saved your money if you would have stayed home and cooked that same meal. Now, there are also some kitchen gadgets you can have that also expedite the process. For instance, here I have a rice cooker. Rice and water in the rice cooker. 20 minutes later, I have perfectly cooked rice on my table. Crock pot. Come home during lunch. Put chicken, buffalo sauce in my crock pot. I come home after work, I have buffalo chicken ready for buffalo chicken sandwiches. I barely had to put any time into it. I barely had to put any money into it. And here I am with a home-cooked meal that I know every single thing that's gone into it. Now, to go over what we've learned today, first I went over the nutritional benefits of cooking your meals at home versus eating out. And then I went over some of the lifestyle benefits. Now, switching your lifestyle from eating out to cooking your meals at home is a very simple way to not only improve your health, improve your time, save you money, and also improve your quality of life. Are there any questions?
You say that these are affordable. About how much are these?
These are very affordable. In fact, this rice cooker, you can usually get it for $20 or under. A standard crock pot, you can usually get it any store for about $40. Very inexpensive and saves you a lot of money over time. Any other questions? Yes.
How do you know what the right portion size looks like?
The right portion size is actually set up by the government online at myplate.gov. And when you take the eating portion of your plate, if you cut that into a quarter, that should be where your proteins go. Your proteins should take up a quarter of that plate. Your healthy grains should take up a quarter of that plate. And then the other half should either be all vegetables, or you can split that half into two and make a quarter of it for fruit and a quarter of it for vegetables. And that is what a healthy plate should look like. Any other questions? Yes.
You said that restaurants serve a lot of trans fats. Is there a difference between trans fats and regular fats?
Yes. In fact, there are very healthy fats. Our body needs fats to survive. However, there are certain types of fats, like trans fats, that do nothing beneficial to our body. The only thing our body can do with those fats is store them. Any other questions? Thank you very much. All right, now the moment of truth is whether or not it recorded.